My name is Tyke Van Zandt. I work for FTG Construction Materials in Lodi, California. My title is Operations Manager, and my responsibilities are to keep the company running and making money. We have a yard here in Stockton, I have a yard in Lodi, California, and I have a yard in Antioch, California. FTG is a spin-off of Allegri Trucking. The founder of Allegri Trucking decided he needed to make his own material rather than buy material from somebody else. He saw all of the used concrete or old asphalt on the side of the roads and thought, I wonder if I can crush it and make a product. He did, and became the first contractor to sell recycled road base in the state of California. As the material comes in, we dump it in one central location, then we spread it out with the loader or dozer. We hammer it to generally a 2 foot by 2 foot minus size. We cut any visible rebar. We clean all the garbage out, wood, metal, plastic, any foreign material. And then we take that material and put it in our process pile. And then we feed the crusher off of that pile itself. The majority of the larger contractors in this area, especially the ones that do a lot of freeway work, predominantly use the 4250. You will see those up and down Interstate 5 in California. You will see others, but nowhere near as prevalent as you do the 4250. KPI-JCI is the only one that uses a remote control and can function everything from the remote control, which is a big plus. You do not have to climb off of your excavator or machine you're using to feed it, walk over to the crusher and adjust anything when you can do it from your lap. And that's a big plus, whether it be feeder speed or to shut the impact crusher down if you have an issue. Rather than having to jump off a piece of equipment and run to the crusher in order to shut it off, that makes a big, big difference, and safety-wise, it's a huge difference. The other added feature of 4250 is to break it down and make it legal to truck. It's very fast, very easy. We call a trucking company, they pick it up, they take it to one of my other facilities. Within 45 minutes of being on the ground at a separate facility, I can be running. We demoed Powerscreens, Sandvik, the Norberg, and we demoed the KPI-JCI. All of them make a very good product. We were making class 2 road base at all the tests. The material was the same. Temperatures were the same. The weather was the same. There were very little, if any, variances whatsoever. It was as close as we could get it to being the same as humanly possible. On the Powerscreen we demoed, it was a good crusher. The pros are their dust suppression, by far the best out of all three. The con with it is limited space for maintenance and a very high amount of electronics, which we had problems with, which they fixed quickly, but was a problem nonetheless, and I could only see more problems in the future because of the extensive use of computers and sensors and lockouts, and it seemed a bit of an overkill electronics-wise. Too many safety features. The Norberg, it was a good machine. There again, it's computers. Theirs was not very user-friendly as far as actually using it, and their dust suppression was the least effective, and space being another issue. As far as being able to get in and fix anything or work on anything, they're made to produce or not made to work on. Sandvik did a very good job with their dust suppression. Their computers are more user-friendly than the other two. They do have some added features, as in a feeder pan underneath the crusher box, so your material does not fall directly out of the crusher box onto the belt. The feeder pan is a nice issue until you plug it, in which case it becomes a bad issue. Depends on your school of thought, whether you like the feeder pan idea or not. I do, in the sense I like what it does, but I don't like the outcome when you don't take care of it or if they do plug. So of the choice, I would rather not have one. The 4250, in my opinion, is most user-friendly. The easiest by far to work on as far as routine maintenance, blow bars, wear plates. It's a lot less intrusive. The openings are larger. It's therefore safer in my opinion, and they didn't overdo it with all the electronics, which in my opinion is a downfall of the other manufacturers. Price-wise, you're all competitive. The KPI-JCI was initially more expensive, but given downtime, availability of parts, which is a big issue which you don't have with the other two because they're not made in America, and ease of maintenance, I think, in my own opinion, the KPI-JCI will cost far less in the long run. And that's what I'm banking on.